What's up, nerds, and have I got a story for you. Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I've read to bring you this story, and you can read them for yourself, or you can just listen to this video where I break them all down or read them to you or whatnot. I also want to just say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, now that we got that business out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started? All right, so it looks like Margot Robbie is making a Sims movie, right? And she's doing this after she just did Barbie. And I want to share this story with you because I found it interesting. So here is the article, and we're going to pull this sucker up. And right there it says, Margot Robbie is producing a Sims movie. And I want to get into, after I read, there's Margot Robbie, very beautiful. I love Margot Robbie in terms of like her looks wise. I mean, I didn't like Barbie, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so it says, oh, by the way, this comes from AOL.com. I mean, there's a blast from the past, am I right, guys? So it says, The Sims is the latest game to get the Hollywood treatment, which, again, I just go, you guys, do we really need this? But hey, it's fine, it's fine. So it says, still riding on the wave of Barbie's success, Margot Robbie is set to produce The Sims movie through her production company, Lucky Chap Entertainment, according to The Hollywood Reporter. The Insider first reported the news, which I was going to pull up that article, but you have to, it's behind a paywall. And I didn't feel like it was that great of news to pay for it. And I was like, no, thank you. So it says Kate Herron, who directed and executive produced Marvel's Disney Plus series Loki, which I personally didn't like, but if you liked it, that's fine, will direct and co-write with her longtime collaborator, Bryony Redmayne, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Herron and Redmayne most recently teamed up on the episode of Doctor Who. Herron is no stranger to video game adaptations. She's among the directors for the second season of HBO's The Last of Us, which, I mean, The Last of Us is pretty decent. Like I said, I've covered that show before, but my thing about that show is just there's not enough action for me personally. So it says, rounding out the producing team is Lucky Chap partners Josie McWhatever, who cares, Margot Robbie's husband, Tom whatever, yada, yada, yada. So it says The Sims, a popular life simulation video game, was first released by Maxis and Electric Arts in 2000. More than 20 years after its launch, it remains one of the most popular video game franchises in the world, with an estimated 2 million unique players for its latest rendition, 2014's The Sims 4. Now, I just have to say real quick, I played Sims way back in the day. I'm a little bit older than most of you, but The Sims was fine for a hot minute for me personally, but I wouldn't go back to play The Sims. So it says the allure of the Sims game is that users can create a life of their design. They can perform mundane tasks and experience everyday life via their virtual avatar. Or they can play the game in a more illicit way, starting fires and wreaking havoc on their neighbors. Will Wright was reportedly inspired to create the game after a fire burned down his home and caused him to question the meaning of the material things and experience other existential pondering. The project has not landed yet a studio, but Robbie's Lucky Chap has a multi-year feature film deal with Warner Brothers. After Barbie earned more than $1 billion globally, Mattel and other toy and game companies announced plans for a slew of similar adaptations of their IP, like Barney and Hot Wheels, many of which were in development before Barbie hit theaters. And I have to just say right now, I don't know if all this is going to work out, but we'll see. Now, what do I think of this altogether? I think this just sounds like Barbie Light. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like Barbie, but just the Sims game. So I think we're going to get the same messaging, and I think we're going to get the same kind of storyline. I mean, I don't know if Barbie will, or if Margot Robbie will star or be in it at all, but I mean, we have to ask ourselves some things, like, for instance, I mean, Zelda, we're getting a live action movie with that one, although I think it should be animated, but we're getting a movie with that. People want Zelda. People have been craving a Zelda movie for years. But nobody, not one person on this planet was like, I'd love to see a Sims movie. And we've seen movies like this with like that gamer movie. And I think there was a Ryan Reynolds movie where he had different personalities, and that was kind of like The Sims, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been so long. But we've seen movies like this, and sure, they're fine, but they're not really that great. And I think, this is just going to be Barbie, Barbie, the AliExpress version of Barbie. So I'm not interested in it, but we'll see how it works out. But I don't think it's going to be all that great, if you ask me. But good for Margot Robbie for keeping it going. She's a really good producer, so I mean, good for her. She's a smart woman. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about Margot Robbie doing this Sims movie, producing it? She's not starring in it. No casting decisions have been made just yet. But how do you guys feel about this announcement? Do you think this is a good idea, a bad idea? Are we getting too much crap all at once? We got Barbie, which a lot of people liked. I didn't like it, but it made $1 billion. I can accept that. It made a fuck ton of money. But at the same time, I just don't need a complete rehashing of that movie just with the Sims name on it. Or do you think this is great and we need to continue with this kind of thing because just more and everything? All right, you guys, tell me what you guys think about all this. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week on my week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye.